decided to take action to keep other kids safe. She understood how to use her platform to bring people together around a cause. This time, her mission was to provide interior combination door locks to families with autistic kids. She knew from her own experience as a mom that it was a critical safety measure that would save lives. Over the next 6 months, she dedicated her platform to this effort, often broadcasting her radio show from events across Minnesota and from places like Boston, Houston, and in Ohio. Those events did more than raise money for a worthy, life-saving cause. They also brought parents of kids with autism together and helped them build a community around a challenge that is so often is visible and isolating. This initiative grew into a multi-state effort, directly addressing a critical need and offering a peaceful peace of mind to countless families. So let's learn more about Sheletta and the work that she's done.
A lot of people call me Minnesota's autism mom, not just because I have 3 kids on the spectrum, but because I am an advocate for parents who have children with special needs. My son Daniel, my youngest of my 3 autistic children, is the most severe. And for many years, he wandered away. So we would put gates on the doors, we did the hotel chains, we put chirps on the doors, and nothing worked to keep my son safe until we found interior combination door locks on Amazon. And so we put them on all the doors leading to the outside of the house. And that prevented him from getting out. And it also, as a parent who has children with special needs, gave me peace of mind. So I was able to do something I never do, which is get to pee with the door closed, okay? I was able to bathe and brush my teeth. I was able to sleep at night knowing that I didn't have to wake up to check to see if my son had escaped from the house. And so any chance I got, I started telling other parents at support groups about these locks, and they would go and buy them for their families, and it was a game changer. They were life-saving locks, literally. And as I would watch stories in my community and across the country where children with autism would wander away and drown, I would say, I wish they knew about these locks. I wish that these parents knew what I knew. And then I realized I'm sitting up here with this amazing radio station at my fingertips. I host a show. I can use this as a platform, not just to talk about it on the radio, but actually get out into the community. So I went to my bosses and asked them if we could do some door lock donation giveaways. So we partnered with Amazon, and there was a family here in Minnesota in Hopkins. A little boy, while his parents were asleep, wandered away and drowned. We purchased 100 locks and went out to Hopkins. I broadcast my show live, and 100 families came and got these life-saving locks to keep their kids with autism safe.
Sheletta is a force of nature. Sheletta gets things done. Sheletta is never timid. She's never afraid. She's never afraid of taking on the status quo.
In this particular case, with the locks for families with autistic kids, she saw a need and used the powerful platform that is WCCO Radio to promote and highlight what she was doing.
And WCCO Radio, we call it the Good Neighbor Station. And one of the things that this station has prided itself on for the past 100 years is getting out into the community and helping people in need.
So, I'm going to welcome here to accept the award is the most enthusiastic award winner of the night with the biggest heart, and that is Sheletta Brundage. Congratulations, Sheletta. WCCO.
cherry on top moment to have my U.S. Senator from the great state of Minnesota, Amy Klobuchar, present me with this award. Joe Johnson, I owe you a spanking. You knew this, and you didn't say nothing. My nose are bad. I can't believe it. I can't believe my boss said all those great things about me. He don't even like me. That was such a surprise. Now I have hashtag job security because I get to go back to Minnesota with my Crystal Eagle. He can't fire me. Maybe just put me on probation. Okay. So, we've all done box walks in here. We all broadcasters. We've done it. My name is Sheletta, and I have to tell you that I pray every day that God would make me the answer to somebody's problem. And we had a huge problem in Minnesota this past summer. Now, Minnesota is known as the land of lutefisk and 10,000 lakes. But the lakes we take such pride in, let me just tell you, they present a danger for children with autism. And last summer, nearly half a dozen kids, nonverbal, on the spectrum, wandered away from their homes and drowned. And this issue is heartbreaking for parents and for our entire community. And it's also near and dear to my heart. Y'all saw the video. I'm a mom of 3 autistic children, and all of them wander. Now, listen, I need y'all to understand that children with autism, they are drawn to water. Now, they can't talk, can't follow simple commands, can't make eye contact, so it's almost impossible to teach them to swim. So when they slip away in that instant, when a parent's back is turned for a second, if we're doing laundry or trying to pee with the door closed or anything like that, they will run to the nearest body of water, and sometimes that has deadly consequences. Now, to keep my own kids safe, I found these interior combination door locks on Amazon. I used them for about a year, and it stopped my kids from slipping out of the house, which gave me a lot of peace of mind. And so God gave me the idea to start giving these locks away to other parents who have kids with autism but couldn't afford them. You know, they're $40 a piece, and that might not mean a hill of beans to us, but for some other parents, it's a game changer. So I partner with WCCO Radio, where I work right now until I get back. And so we start holding these Spread Love with Locks campaigns, right? Where we would give away free interior combination door locks to all the parents and caregivers and grandparents so that kids on the spectrum who wander would be safe. And last year, y'all, just last year, we traveled to 9 cities across the country, handed out 800 locks free of charge to families in need. Now, y'all clapping for these locks, but let me just tell y'all, these were not just locks, these were children's lives that were saved. In addition to that, for the families who could afford it, we raised awareness about how kids with autism who elope can get these locks, and raised awareness for you all who don't have kids with autism. So you won't judge parents, you give them grace. We educated y'all about the challenges our kids face. So, on behalf of Table 30 and 31, turn up Table 30 and 31. The greatest U.S. Senator in the history of U.S. Senators, Amy Klobuchar. WCCO Radio, the Good Neighbor Station, my podcast company, ShelettaMakesMeLaugh.com, my partners at Amazon, the police department, first responders from Boston and Houston who understood the assignment, shared my vision and my mission, and helped me hand out these locks. Thank y'all.